wanted to ask you something because, again, even I get confused about sometimes people will say, oh, well, I know I need a controller. And they're often saying the word controller. And then I ask them, well, what does that really mean to you? And usually I get the long pause. Well, I don't know. I just know I need one. So can you give us a good overview of what a controller function really is within a business?
So the three functions we're talking about here, right? Bookkeeper, controller, CFO. The bookkeeper supports in the week over week traditional bookkeeping tasks, paying bills, processing payroll, filing sales tax returns, updating your QuickBooks, etc. The controller basically oversees, supports that person, and essentially is the person that kind of owns the month-end financial close process and basically says, here's your P&L, here's your balance sheet, this is what margins, this is what everything is looking backwards, right? So think of a controller as tomorrow, what is February 29th tomorrow? In March, they'll close February, they kind of own that and they're looking backwards, and then that's their kind of role, and they're controlling the oversight of the books and records and all that stuff there. And then finance advisory is more, and CFO is looking for cash flow planning, short-term, long-term, forecasting, modeling, strategic finance support, right? Like that's kind of where you're there. So some people will be like, hey, I'm the I'm looking for a CFO. And it's like, well, let's step back. Are you looking for a bookkeeper, a controller, or a CFO? And then let's start at that aspect. And then that helps the brand owner or whatever understanding of what their needs are. So sometimes they bite off more than they chew and saying, like, I want a CFO. And it's like, look, you're a $350,000 annual revenue client. You don't need a CFO. You need to basically grow your business, figure out where customers will buy your product, understand your unit economics, understand cash, but a basic bookkeeper is where you can start and need it. As you grow your business, get more complex, right? Like, let's keep it as simple as possible. And as you grow, then add that kind of proper level of support as you need it.
Just those 3 minutes alone, I think I'm going to put that on repeat and send that out to all of my clients, because you really just made it very simple to understand of how they could sequence it, when is the right time to be working, and what are the roles and responsibilities. That's a huge area of confusion for CPG founders. And you're right. Often I think it's more often overshooting the runway than underestimating and thinking, oh God, I need a CFO right now. And why do that if it's really not needed?
Yeah.
So